One phone call killed our show.
Another video has come out.
Hey guys, it's Bill, former cast member of the show Ghosts of Shepherdstown.
Let's just let Bill talk about it.
It's my way or the highway. I am not not going to be on the same area as this guy.
Zak has phoned a network.
Haha, I've got it where that guy will never work in the US again.
Ghost Adventures or them.
I don't ever want to see him working on this network. Little did we know after he got out of our contracts, we'd also, for the most part, be blackballed.
I mean, obviously, I don't know if this is true.
Douchebag in glasses on an adventure can basically suck it. Suck it real hard. And I know he likes that.
Well, hi guys, and welcome to another video. Well, yes, it has happened. Another video has come out about Zak Bagans. Yes, so this new video that's been released is from Bill Hartley, who was one of the original cast of Ghosts of Shepherdstown. So he was on the show with Nick Groff and Elizabeth Saint. They did 2 series of Ghosts of Shepherdstown. There was the merger between Scripps and Discovery. Like Nick spoke about, the merger. When the merger happened, Paranormal Lockdown went silent. There was nothing from production, nothing from the network. And it seems to have happened again. They said that Series 3 of Ghosts of Shepherdstown would be in production, would be going ahead. And the cast involved heard nothing. Nothing from production, nothing from the network. Now, is this a coincidence? You know what? Let's just let Bill talk about it.
Hey guys, it's Bill, former cast member of the show Ghosts of Shepherdstown. Since this past weekend with a certain person putting out a video talking about what had happened, I thought maybe since the video was from his point of view and his angle, and obviously, you know, that sort of thing, that I thought that maybe I'd post my video as well. I've been apprehensive. I've been thinking about doing this video for a while now. I knew about Nick's video coming for a few weeks, and so it put it in my head that it might be nice finally to get this off my chest as well. This is coming from my perspective. This is coming from what I know and what I have learned. This has nothing to do with hearsay. This has nothing to do with rumors. This has nothing to do with jumping in on any paranormal drama train. This is just me getting it out. Let me start by saying that our show, Ghosts of Shepherdstown, was only meant to be one season, just one season. It was 6 episodes. It was supposed to be done once it was done. During that time, there was people in production that said, look for a season 2. We're going to do a season 2. And then for the longest time, our filming name was Ghost Shepherds. Horrible name. But that was the working title that they were going with. And then when they got to the point close to the end of filming, they came up with Ghosts of Shepherdstown. So that was great. Okay, that's the name. And then they said, well, we'll do that. So season 2 or season 3 or however long we can make this run, we're going to go ahead and just call it Ghosts of and then new name. As you've seen, it's been done twice now since our show. It's the biggest thing that the network had seen at the time as far as ratings go. The ratings stayed pretty consecutive. So yeah, it happened. Then we're told, well, we're going to do a season 2. We want you guys back. So all of us, as far as the investigating side goes, I'm not gonna lie, there was a person on this team on the show that we didn't want to work with again. And we've voiced our protests, but we're told there's not really much they can do about it. We would have to work with that person again if we did the show. So we bit the bullet and did it. Season 2 was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life because I was going through a lot of personal issues at the time. So season 2 comes and goes, it airs, we go to New York and we do our little press thing that they had us go on YouTube and Huffington Post, and we do videos there and stuff like that. And then, you know, season 2 airs, it does well. We're told again, season 3, wait for season 3, we're going to work on season 3. And we're like, great, okay, I guess season 3 is going to happen. And they kept telling us, yeah, season 3 is going to happen, just wait for it. Then we get word that things got kind of everything got put on a halt as far as anything new being produced because there was a merger coming. Discovery Channel and Scripps were going to go ahead and merge, and with that, they said once the merger's done, then everything will start picking back up. Well, the merger happens, and we don't hear nothing. Nothing's happening, and then we do start hearing stuff again. Yeah, we're still gonna do, and then again radio silence. So during that, because it was like in December or January when it happened. So by the time we get into the summer months, we're not hearing anything. But then, not just on my side, but on other cast member sides, we started getting messages, calls from people in Louisiana. Well, on our side, it was a friend of Carissa, my wife, who basically told her, hey, look, they're casting for your husband's show down here, but they're telling everyone who's coming in to cast for it, don't tell the cast members of Ghosts of Shepherdstown. Don't bring it up to them. They don't know what we're doing here. Another one of our cast members got pretty much verbatim the same thing from somebody else down in Louisiana. And we're calling each other and saying, are you hearing this? Yeah. Are they down there? No, they can't be recasting us. They must be just casting for other people, because we knew going in at the end of season 2 that if it was a season 3 in a different town, that they wouldn't be using the other people of our show, our historian and our psychic and people like that wouldn't be returning, because to the show it would make more sense to use people who are local to whatever town we're filming. So that was where we were at points, but then we started continuing to hear these rumors. More people are saying, yeah, they're filming for a new Ghosts of Shepherdstown down here in Louisiana. So we start messaging and we start commenting back and forth to both network and our production side, which are two different entities. Just always keep that in mind. There's a production side and there's a network. They give the money to production. Production does the filming for the show. So we're getting back and forth with them, and they're like, no, what don't you talk about? No, you guys are it. And then eventually it comes back. Yeah, we're not bringing you guys back. Couldn't quite figure out why. We asked why, this, that, and the other. And eventually, on my side, someone from the production side told me, yeah, they're not bringing you guys back because now that the mergers happened and Discovery and Scripps are now one, and Scripps side had Ghost Adventures, that a particular, let's just say, douchebag in glasses decided that he didn't want to work on a network with a former cast member. He then apparently made a phone call to network and said, look, it's my way or the highway. I am not taking, not going to be on the same area as this guy. I go back and I'll go, like I said, I'm the big go-between. I ran and spoke to this particular person who said, yeah, I'm hearing the same thing. He said, well, let me see what I can do. In the meantime, I'm talking to one of our people on the actual network side, and they say the same thing. Look, the issue isn't with anybody in the cast except for Nick. This guy made a phone call and basically said, look, I don't ever want to see him working on this network. And I basically said, well, look, I think it's kind of fucked up. And they told me too, yeah, it's fucked up. It's nothing we can do about it. As a production team, we, network makes our decisions. We strategically all go to network and say, let us out of our contract, because if something else was to come along and somebody else wanted to use us, we didn't want to be bound to a contract for another year, which was where it would have started at, for us to sit around and twiddle our thumbs. So we get out of our contracts. Little did we know, after we got out of our contracts, we had also, for the most part, be blackballed. Do I know this for sure? No, but if you think about all the other paranormal shows that have run and gone away and then come back, or another show comes back with these cast members, almost in a circle, and not to call anybody out, because I don't, like I said, I know these guys some, but I don't, I don't know them, but I know that they're good guys. But let's take the Ghost Brothers, for example. I mean, they've had like 4 shows now on that network. Each one is a different show because the one gets canceled and they just bring the guys back. To this date, since we got out of our contract, I've never heard anything from the network or any production companies. The one time that I did hear from a production company, they were very much interested in a show utilizing me and my wife, Carissa. It was also going to go to Travel Channel, which I said, oh, they'll never take that. No, they're fine. Yeah. So we did some Skype interviews and talked about the show and stuff like that, and talked about us. I went to network, and then sure enough, radio silence, and then said, yeah, no, we're going to use someone local because we can't have the time to bring you guys down. So yeah, and like I said, it all stems from one phone call from one douchebag in glasses that basically put everything in motion. Now, whatever their issue was or is, it's their issues. It's not mine. It's not anybody else affiliated with my show's issue. We weren't part of it. We were just collateral damage from it. If you keep in mind that we filmed Ghosts of Shepherdstown before Paranormal Lockdown hadn't even started production. In fact, the last day of our filming, Nick got on a plane to go start his show. But the way production was and the way the network aired things, Paranormal Lockdown got put on first. So he got that season, and then after season 2 of us, he was already working on season 2 of that show. And then, of course, then you know what happened with network. His last season wasn't allowed to air in the United States, which was funny because that was what was part of said in the conversation, is that, haha, I've got it where that guy will never work in the US again. So his show did not see a season 3 in the States, and then any sequential things that he has done has been stuff that he's done away from networks. So yeah, that guy got his way with a phone call, and I don't think it's fair. I don't. The only reason why I'm doing this is I want to get my truth out. I want to be able to explain to everyone who followed our show and wondered what happened to it, finally get the truth. So in a nutshell, one phone call killed our show. I think karma is a real bitch, and I think that now that people are telling their truth in regards to certain individuals, namely a douchebag in glasses on an adventure, and basically suck it real hard, and I know he likes that. And basically I hope karma comes and bites him in the ass, because there's a lot of truth being told now. A lot more people are going to be out there. It's not going to be just me. It's not just going to be Nick and the cast of other shows. There's going to be other people that are going to come out that are going to say the same thing. And basically, karma's a bitch, my friend, and it's coming.
Wow, just wow. Another example of Zak phoning the network and giving them an ultimatum. Ghost Adventures or them. They will walk if you take the other team. So that's Nick, that's Destination Fear, and now Ghosts of Shepherdstown. Just because Nick is on the show. I mean, again, this is only hearsay from this gentleman, Bill. And before it was only Nick saying that. There's very similarities. Now, I have just actually heard yesterday, as I'm filming this yesterday, that Kindred Spirits is possibly the next one to be cancelled. I mean, does Zak have anything to do with that? I mean, obviously I don't know if this is true, but there is so many people saying the same thing across different shows, different paranormal TV shows, that Zak is phoning production, phoning networks, and saying you're not having them on the channel because 1, it's Nick, 2, the show is too popular and might take the attention away from Ghost Adventures. But then again, we haven't got any proof. It's just hearsay. We haven't had Zak's side, and I still don't believe we will have Zak's side. I am 100% sure Zak will not come out in the press, on social media, anywhere, and say, yes, I did all this, that's true. There's no way. He's not even going to comment, because he's getting his own way. If this is true anyway, he's getting his own way. Ghost Adventures is still ploughing through. There's still spin-off shows and all these other shows which I think are really good, They're being cancelled. They're not being renewed. Contracts gone. So, you know, you sort of have to make your own mind up and come to your own conclusions, because there's not going to be the second side, I don't think. But there seems to be so much evidence and people coming forward going against Zak and what he's doing in the paranormal world. Now, I know you got to be ruthless, obviously, to last. I mean, they've lasted, what, 15 years or so, and it's still going strong. They're still filming new series. How much of that is because the product is quality, or because he's getting rid of the competition? I don't know. Do you think we'll have some more videos of other shows coming forward, cast members? Who knows? But I won't be surprised if we have another video in a few days, a few weeks. It's just inevitable. Once they know some people are speaking out, they feel confident, you know. Who knows? But is Zak right? Do you think Zak is doing this? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think is happening in the paranormal TV industry, the TV world. Whose side are you on? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Am I going to do another video? We'll have to wait and see. It depends if someone else brings a video out. But yeah, you guys are awesome as ever. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in another video. See you later.